Alright guys, so welcome back to another video here with Kyle Chris, and today's video actually felt like it's been about a day or two since the anniversary release, which they did kind of all at one time, which was very cool to see. Finally, we got just, you know, the bulk of the, the entire box outside of the like alternate arts they've revealed, or they've, I guess, released as reveals. I think it's all available through the website, you can kind of see. But I wanted to kind of go over these cards as just a quick conversation tool. And I will be doing a deck kind of update for, I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 decks or so that received just like obvious support. It's like 12 decks. I think there's maybe 13, but I wanted to go through here and just kind of go over each card that was revealed and just talk about them a little bit, kind of give you guys my opinion on it, and maybe start a conversation around them. So first was, I think this first entire page is going over the new deck that is, well, right to here I should say, over the new deck that they are announcing. And for anyone who's kind of newer to Masters, generally the anniversary box, they do some form of new archetype or anniversary archetype, and sometimes it's good out of the box, sometimes it's not. We have to take a while for it to gain some support, but this is called Power Wish. Probably what the deck is going to be called. It's called Goku Power Wish, and it is a wish leader. So permanent. So for one, it is a red leader, which is kind of different than what they've normally done. Normally it's a black leader, and then it's like a prismatic or like a rainbow color type deck, which this is a rainbow deck. All these cards are, you know, they're all different colors. So you can only include Z unisons in your Z deck. So you do not have the ability of running the Z extras, which is a little unfortunate. If you don't, you know, you're gonna be charging different colors, so you don't have access to all of those, and you don't have access to all of the Z battle cards, which is, again, is a little bit of a nerf. I think even if they did that, this deck wouldn't be like broken, but it just would give this deck so many cool options you can run. Like you can run like the black Goku Xeno card while also playing like Blue Cell or Blue Beerus or something. So switch this card to rest mode for the activate main, add up to 2 Power Wish cards from your deck to your hand, and then shuffle. Then if you have 7 or more total Power Wish cards with different card names among cards in your Z energy and or drop, restand 1 energy, add cards to your life to have from your life to have 6 left. Then on this side, auto, when your Shenron Z unison leaves the unison area, add up to 1 Power Wish card from your from your deck to your hand for every 1 specific cost on that card. Okay. Activate main, plays up to 1 Power Wish card from your Z energy at the bottom of your deck. Choose up to 1 of your Shenron Z cards and adds a marker to it. So you don't actually draw initially on this leader at all, which is always bad if you think about it from like a competitive standpoint. Not drawing is not the greatest. Now this art is super cool. You can see this is the normal art here, which has like the SR type font, and then we have the special leader rare, which is super cool that we're actually starting to. I think it's been like 2 sets now since we've been getting these like alt art leaders, which is about time. They should have been doing that. So all of these cards are called Guided by the Dragon Balls. So that's how you kind of know that these cards are just for this leader. Son Goku, if your leader is this leader, you play it for 1 colorless, and you'll see a lot of these cards. You're either paying 1 for it, like of its color, or you're paying 1 colorless generally. 15k deflect. When this card's played, your leader gets 5k and double strike for the turn. So that's pretty cool. So you can basically just give your leader a bean for the turn and double strike. Peel off Guided by the Dragon Balls, draw 1, and then if your leader is this leader and you have 2 or more energy, you add this card from your hand to your Z energy. During this turn, ignore the specific cost on Shenron Z energy, Z unisons in your Z deck. So we'll have to look. I don't know if there is one that they revealed or not. I'm not exactly sure. No, I don't remember seeing one in here. So There might be one in the actual, like in the next set. I know there's like one Z unison that I can think of. That's Shenron. Yeah, like one. I think it's a yellow one. But I don't know if it's superhero or not. So I'll have to take a look at that. We have Super Saiyan Goku. Same thing. Pay 1 if you have 3 more energy, and neither you nor your opponent has a battle card in play. Play this card. So this card's a little meh. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to make sure you're removing stuff before you can play this. Deflect, double strike. This is 20k. Auto Spirit Boost X. When this card attacks, it gets 5k power multiplied by X for the battle. Additionally, if the X is greater than 7, this card gains barrier. So this is sort of your end game card. Very similar to this is almost like a reprint of the Spirit Bomb. The blue Spirit Bomb card that came out like forever ago that was considered a boss monster. This is kind of like a weird like homage to that card. We have a blue Frieza, not to get confused with all the red in this card. For 1, draw 1. This card gains dual attack. It's 20k dual attack. That's good. But I believe you do have to, if you have only blue Wish Son Goku cards in your battle area, play this card. So you can only play this card for free if you have this card in play, which is very interesting. You can only really get the use out of this card if you have this card in play. 18, deflect, 15k. When this card is played or attacks, look at the top 5, add up to 1 Power Wish card from your hand. And if you have 2 or more energy in your leader's list, you draw a card. You play it for 1. So it's a 15k, you play it, it will search, and then you don't get the effect if you swing on that same turn. You have to wait till the next turn. Grade 8, green card here, play it for 1, and then if you have a Shenron Z unison in play, you have to play it for 1. When it's played, choose one of your opponent's markers and remove a unison and remove a marker for it. This card gains crit. It's a 20k crit that removes a marker. Not too bad. We have 1-drop Oolong. If this card's added, you add this and 1 non-Oolong Power Wish card from your hand to your Z energy. You draw 2. So it allows you to cycle, not necessarily add cards to your hand, but you're just, cycling through cards. If Zamasu, activate main or battle, switch this card to act mode. This is a 15k blocker. Then activate main, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your Z energy. Choose up to 1 Zamasu Scheme Wish in your Scheme Wish in your unison area, and it gains a skill that includes a marker skill that costs twice for the turn. So, if I'm not mistaken, thinking about it, I wonder if there's the I'll have to look at the unisons that came out, the Dragon Ball unisons. I don't know if those actually count as I don't know if those actually count towards, do those cards count as do those cards count? Yeah. Alright, yeah, so all of the Dragon Rares, that's where it gets from. Yeah, so all of the Dragon Ball Rare unisons gain Shenron. So you can basically play all of these different cards here, which is cool. You can play all these different, all these cool unisons. So that kind of gives you some interesting tools to work with. Yeah, so you do get to play all of those. So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't remember them actually showing off any unisons that are Shenron. But it's because of that. So they gain Shenron in all the areas. Next is Goku Black. Probably one of my favorite looking arts out of all these Guided by the Dragon Ball cards. If you lose Power Wish, you choose one of your battle cards whose owner is your opponent. Play this card from your hand on top of the chosen card in active mode. So this is cool. So this actually has, and I'm sure if you probably go through, like, this card has synergy with the Zamasu unison. This probably has synergy with the green one. The blue ones probably have synergy with the blue ones, so on and so forth. So that's kind of where the theme comes from. I know the Goku Black one, you can steal your opponent's battle cards. And then you can use this to play on top of that card. When this card is played, play up to 1 yellow Power Wish Zamasu card from your deck. So you get to play this guy. So you're playing a 25k body that has double striker. And you're also playing a 15k, technically a dual attacker. And then add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your Z energy. Choose this unison, and then it can activate a skill that includes a marker skill twice. So you can choose, I think, the double steal. So basically that allows you to double steal, so that's kind of cool. 17. Counterplay, if your leader is Power Wish, play this card. If you have 4 life or less, you can activate this card by sending from your hand by sending 2 Power Wish cards from your drop to the owner's warp instead. This card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards 6 or less and switch it to rest mode. So being able to tap a 6 cost is pretty cool. And it's a counterplay that's free, completely free, by warping cards from your drop. So that is a pretty interesting card. Counterplay is once per turn though. That is also something to look at. We have Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, guided by the Dragon Balls, which is really interesting. This is the one of the first Broly BR cards I think we have that's black. And I know they probably did this on purpose, so you couldn't like. I don't think you can swap or play this in the Broly swap deck. I had to double check. I think it has to be Red Broly. Maybe that's why they switched it. 30k, 35k, Triple Strike Deflect. Activate main for 2. Your leader is Power Wish, and you have 3 more energy. You send 2 of your Power Wish cards from your drop to the warp. Put a card from your hand. Activate main, send 1 Power Wish card from your drop to your warp. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, send it to the owner's warp. So this also gives you some removal as well, and a 35k double strike, triple striker for 2. That's not too bad. Chile. Cards played. Search top 5. Add it to 1 Power Wish card to your hand. Shuffle, and then if your leader's Power Wish, you add this card and 1 non-Chile card from your hand. To your Z energy, you draw 2. So this in the Oolong allow you to essentially allows you to get the 2 Z energy required to play out the unisons very early, which seems to be the whole theme of the deck. It's kind of rotating through those unisons. So that's kind of cool. So that's going to make deck building kind of cool. I don't know how good the deck is actually going to be, but we'll build it. And I think there's I think you're, as a red leader, like you really have to focus on either the red negates or the yellow negates. I think that's where you're going to find a lot of your defense. We don't really want to go into green because we don't have access to any of the green like powerful negates. And then black we can play like Bardock or something. So we'll mess around with it. I think it's gonna be a fun deck to build. All right, so then we did get some pan support. I think there's at least 3 pieces of pan support here, which is crazy that this deck continuously gets support every single anniversary box. And it's scary because this deck's already good and they're just making it better every single anniversary box. They really want this deck to be good. Pan Miracle to Save the Universe, 5k Z battle card. If your leader is a red pan only, this card becomes a 15k, which allows it to align with the leader effect to make this card 20 and then draw. Once cards played, play up to 1 Great Ape Son Goku the Aggressor. That is the golden ape that you can combo and play for free. Activate main if you have 3 more energy and you choose that Great Ape Goku in your battle area, and then you get to play the Defender of Life from your Z deck on top of it. Choose one of your red cards and it gets 5k for the turn. So choose one of your red cards, you can choose your leader. Because this is playing in the same effect, you cannot choose. I don't think you cannot choose the Defender of Life. But it's pretty good. You I don't know if you can actually choose. You might be able to choose the ape, but I don't think that actually gives the power to the Goku card. This is very cool support. I don't know if they would play it. Unless you already have, like, if you already have a Great Ape in play, like playing this for 1, and then you can combo an ape in play and then activate main, so that way you're playing Defender for 1 energy. That's probably good. If you're just using both of these effects, it's probably not as good. You're better off just playing, paying the 2 for Defender. Core Absorption. Z extra card for Android 13. Discard 1 card from your hand when this card is placed in your battle area. Look at the top 5. Add up to 1 red Android card to your hand. That is very good. This is any red Android card, and they're starting to print more and more of these. So any card that has red Android on it, doesn't matter the cost, you can search it out. Activate if your leader is the red Android 13 card. You have 3 more energy. You remove this card from the game and play up to 1 red Android 13 cost of 7 from your hand. Place up to 1 red Android card from your drop under that card, and then add the played card to your Z energy at the end of the turn. So this allows you to play the old 17. I'm sorry, the old 13 card, the 7 drop 13. Then you get to place a card underneath it, which means you can place like the 1 Android 13 card that allows you to restand when it's comboed, or once it's like placed underneath or whatever. That's really cool. You also did get another 7 cost 13 here. 15k barrier if your leader is the leader, so the Jiro supercomputer is the front side, or 13. You have 2 more energy, you play this card for 1. Activate main, choose up to 1 red Android 13 battle cards. Up to one of your Android 13 battle cards, place up to 1 red Android with an enter cost of 1 from your deck under the chosen card, then shuffle. This allows you to get more combo pieces for your 13, your big boss swinger. And then activate main, choose up to 1 Android card with an enter cost of 2 or less from under one of your 13 cards and use it in a combo. So this also just allows you to combo more cards as well. And it's a barrier card, which is kind of cool. 15k barrier. I mean, the stat line's not crazy, but being a barrier card that can basically utilize more combo power is very good. We have another 1-drop, 14-15 cool-headed Advance Guard. Auto, if your leader is 13. When this card is used in a combo, add up to 1 red Android card from your drop to your Z energy with its skills negated for the turn. Again, just more support for this deck. That's it's already kind of like a go fast deck, but now it has just abilities to be able to kind of replenish your Z energy and the combo cards underneath the underneath the 13. Which is just good for the deck. That's kind of what the deck just needed, another target, which even though this is not a very powerful target, it's still a target. And then also being able to just use its effects to combo and grab cards from your deck to thin out your deck. And then this also being able to add cards to your Z energy is good. Activate main, add this card to your Z energy, play up to 1 red 13 card with a cost of 1 from your drop. And this is not with its skills negated. So you can play this card. Well, here's the thing. It's like you either combo it. I don't think you're ever going to... So, like, if you play it, you're probably going to play it off of the Unison, the Gogeta Unison, and then you pop this to play the 1-drop. So, that's kind of cool. Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Power of Family Bonds. Another support card for Pan. This card actually plays out the Gohan Unison. I think it's the 3-drop Unison that I don't think many decks play. But this card also has a similar effect to the other SS4 Goku that's in the deck. So when you play it for 1, you burst 2. When this card attacks or activates blocker, you get the combo with a mono red card from your drop. So I don't know if they actually will play this card. 15k that has blocker with no barrier is very easy to remove nowadays. So this card actually may never see play. You might only play this card if you are playing the Unison, which there could be a reason to play Unisons. The more green is popular, you're probably not going to. But if there's like yellow and stuff is popular, this might be a route for you to use. Then we have Fighting Tomboy Pan. Permanent, if your leader is a Pan only card, reduce this card by 2, so it becomes a 1 cost. If this card's power is 20 more, when this card attacks, draw 1. So very similar to the other Pan that does almost the exact same thing, except that card searches top 5. This card will just hard draw you a card. And then if you have 2 or more energy, add this card to the Z energy. Play up to 1 mono red Son Goku GT with energy cost of 4 and 15k power from your hand. So that could be a reason to play this. So this allows you to, like, let's say you play this, you swing with it, right? Next turn, you swing at this card. You can then activate main, pop it, play this, which will, you don't have to do the burst 2 because you already did the burst 2. Now this allows you to either tap 1 to go into the Gohan, or just make this a 20k card. Now you can draw off of it, and then you can also combo to get the other effect off. I think the other Goku also might be a 15k. The one that where you can tap 1 to draw a card and give it 5k and restand it or something. That also might be a 15k. If it is, you just wouldn't play this. You would just play the other one. That's page 1. Page 2, we have a Super Hero Gohan Z leader. Just free Z leader. If you have 3 or less life and you are that particular Gohan leader. This card attacks, draw 1, choose one of your opponent's battle cards to place at the bottom of your deck, remove this card from the game at the end of your turn or your opponent's turn. So you don't get to choose. So if you play this on your opponent's turn, it's gone at the end of your opponent's turn. If you play it at the end of your turn, if you play it on your turn at the end of your turn, it's gone. So you don't get to just decide you do it on your opponent's turn. Activate main, switch this card to active mode. So super cool about this is that you can play this on your turn, swing 20k, draw a card, bottom deck something, activate main, restand it, swing again, bottom deck something. So for 1 energy, you get 2 draws and 2 removals, and it's a free Z Awaken, which is very important. So this is a very, very good support for this deck. I'm gonna have to ask Jacob how he's gonna utilize this card because I know he plays this deck a lot. So I'll have to get some insight from him. Then we have some support for the Janemba, the 6-cost Janemba like aggro deck. If you have the field spell in play, you get to play 1 evil carnate or demon that costs 2 or less from your hand. Additionally, if you may send one D magic from your drop to the owner's warp. If you do so, it's one of your energy deck mode at the end of the turn. So this actually allows your D magic to actually have effects in the drop area, which is very cool. And then the +0 is you choose one of your Janemba cards. When this card attacks, switch that target of the card to the chosen card. So this is yeah. So this kind of allows you to save the unison a little bit. By just choosing it kind of gives you like a superfu effect where you can just change the attack to another Janemba, which is pretty cool. Just it allows you to just possibly save either a marker or save this completely. New 6-cost Janemba, permanent. Your Janemba cards get 1k power. That's cool. I think a lot of them are 20k, so that makes them 21, right? 21ks. Activate main to return one of your blue Janemba cards at any cost of 6 other than this card to its owner's hand. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, play at the bottom of the owner's deck, and then play a 6 cost from your hand. So this actually allows you to bounce one of your own cards, bottom deck one of their cards, and then replay one of those cards. Very good support for the deck. I never thought this deck was very good, but this deck's just gonna keep. If they're gonna keep giving it support, eventually it's gonna be good. Janemba Transformation Premonition. Negate, that draws a card. That's pretty good. When this card is removed from the battle area by one of your opponent's skills, play up to 1 Z extra with a Janemba card and skill name. So this actually allows you to play the, there's like 3 different Janemba Z extras. So you have to play one of those for free, which is great. And it's got blocker. If your leader is this particular the Janemba leader, if you have 3 more energy, you place this card in the owner's drop. Draw 1, play up to 1 Janemba Devious Trickster, which I think is I think it's the SR. Not mistaken. This card's really good. This card's really good. The fact that it actually doesn't have to be played in the Janemba deck to be a negate that draws a card is kind of funny. So this card actually might see some play in some other decks. I mean, two for a negate is a lot, but a 2 for a blocker negate that draws you a card in blue is not awful. To think about that, it might be played in other decks. So. Then we have Piccolo Shining Orange Strength, 4-drop, Deflect, Double Strike. If your leader is a card with superhero in its name, you have 2 or more energy, and you have a card with superhero in its character name in your combo area, play this card and draw 1. Activate Battle. It's good. Activate Battle Speed is good. The fact that this is colorless means this can also be played in the red superhero decks as well as the blue superhero decks. And I guess technically the yellow superhero decks as well. I think there's the Gohan or the Piccolo that you can also play this in. This card is played, send 3 blue cards from your hand to the owner's warp at the end of the turn. Return, add all of the chosen cards to your owner's warp by the skill to its owner's hand. So this allows you to I don't know exactly what the effect would be. I mean, I guess in in Gohan Superhero, you can, in 3Han, I should say, you can get rid of some dead cards, or just get rid of cards completely. Then use your activate main to be able to draw more cards, and then you add those 3 cards back. So it's almost like a plus, in a sense. Just kind of getting around the leader permanent. So that's cool, and the fact that it's just a 1-drop double striker is pretty solid. We have Gamma 1 and 2. Permanent, you can use your rest moded cards with superhero in its name in combos, which is good. You can play it for 1 if your leader is a superhero card and your opponent has 3. You or your opponent has 3 more energy. This card's played. Choose 2 of your battle cards with 2 or more battle cards with 2 or more character names, including superhero. They gain barrier until the end of your opponent's turn. Again, just more generic support for all of the superhero decks. And this card's actually a little more generic because it doesn't need to be blue. So this can be used in the red, the yellow, or the blue superhero decks. All right. Green support. So we have Super Saiyan, Son Goku, help from above, blocker. If your leader is the Go Bros leader, I believe, you place 1 card from your hand and one card from your Z energy in the drop. Play this card from under the family Kamehameha emotions delivered. Oh yeah, you can. So this is a Goku, so you actually can tuck this underneath the Z. Very cool. In your battle area, then place up to 1 Goku and then cost of 2 from your Z deck under a Z extra in your battle area. So this actually allows you to tuck this card first. Right? Or you play this. Place 1 card. Oh yeah. So you play this card from underneath. So basically when you play out emotions delivered, you tuck this card. Then when you play this card, you actually allows you to retuck the other Goku. That's kind of cool. Activate main, you remove this card from the game. Reduce the auto skill cost of the family command motions delivered in your battle area by 1 green for the turn, which is really good because I think it's like a triple strike that it gives you. It gives a card with Goten and Gohan triple strike. So that's really good. This is good support. This is good support for the deck. King Cold comes. We have a King Cold support. King Cold sighting. That's interesting. This is a Z extra. Choose one green field extra with a cost of 2 in your battle area and place it in the drop. Choose one of your green Frieza Clan cards and it gets 5k for the turn. This is really good. This gives you a bean. Oh man, finally. Some support, some good support for King Cold. I'm sure Kenny's happy somewhere. Activate main for 1 green. If you have 3 or more energy and you choose one of your green Frieza BR battle cards and you remove this card from the game, play up to 1 Golden Frieza Pinnacle of the Clan from your hand on the top of the chosen card in active mode. Pinnacle of the Clan is the double striker, I believe, that pops something ignoring barrier. 5-drop, yeah. So that's cool. So you can play like the dual attacker for free off of, I think it's Anticipated Onslaught. Swing with that twice and then play this on top of that. Restand it. That is pretty good support, I will say. We got more GoBro support. We have Brotherly Combination. No, we actually have 2. Yeah, that makes sense. 4-drop Gohan. Deflect when this card attacks, switches to active mode and gains 10k for the turn. So this is a 20k dual attacker. Activate main if your leader is the GoBro's leader. You choose one of your green Gohan cards in your battle area from your hand or battle area. Place it in the owner's drop. Play this card from your hand. So you actually can play this whether you have a Gohan on board or not. You also can just sack one off, like one of the 1-drops from your hand, and then play it off of the leader effect. So that's kind of cool. Goten. Let's see. This one you have to choose a Goten in your battle area, and it has to be during the battle step. Place this card in your drop at the start of you or your opponent's main phases. Play up to 1 Super Saiyan Son Gohan or Super Saiyan Son Goten battle ready from your deck. Which one's battle ready? Battle ready is the one that has like the manga like faces, I think. I'm trying to think. I think so. Okay. I'd have to actually look at that card, so I'll look at it once I build the deck. Frieza Steadfast Emperor 5-drop. Reduce this energy cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each green extra card in your battle area. Oh, so we have more King Cold support. Very good. This card is played. Activate 1 mono green field extra with energy cost of 2 from your drop. Wow. Okay, this is pretty good. This allows us to recur cards from the drop. Finally, another card that does this. This is good. Activate battle for 1 green. Choose up to 1 of your green Frieza battle cards and it costs 5 or less. Switch it to active mode and your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. Ooh, that's good. This card's BR, right? Yeah, so you can't choose this card. Okay, so it has to be a different card. Alright, alright. Whew. But this card can be played out for 1 or for free off of Anticipated Onslaught. It's good. This is a good card. Man, this is really good for King Cold. Frieza's Tiny Aggressor. Is this more support? Wow. They really just said, let's just make King Cold, let's try to make it relevant again. I feel it. I feel it. 5-drop, 1 specific cost against. This is another card you can play off of Anticipated Onslaught. Deflect blocker reduces card cost by 1 for each green extra card in your battle area. Activate main, pay for 1, play up to 1 King Vegeta Umbral Invader from your deck, or drop and rest one with a marker on it. So this allows you to replay the unison, which is fantastic. This is great. This is just going to allow you to recur this card from the drop, which is super good, or from your deck, which is one of the problems with the deck is if you don't have the unison, you kind of like fall off. Activate main, return 1 mono green extra card from your battle area to the hand. This card gains barrier until the end of your opponent's next turn. Cool, so it becomes the barrier blocker. That you also can bounce a field spell back and then replay it off the... Oh man, this is good. This is good stuff. I'm actually super excited to build King Cold. King Cold was one of my favorite green decks. This is going to be really good. Alright, Trunks Inherited Will. Unison. Start switch to rest mode by 1 of your skills of a... Majin Vegeta support. Okay. So in switch to rest mode, you either may choose 1 Super Saiyan 2 Overflowing Aura or a Majin Buu Despair's Revival from underneath your leader. If you do, place up to 1 battle card with cost 3 or less from your Z deck under your leader. Okay. So this allows you to play out the Goku and the Buu which the Goku's a little bit better because it restands the Majin Vegetas, but the Buu also was pretty good because of the dual attacker. I think it rests the card, but this also allows you to just replenish the card underneath your leader, that's really cool. That gives this deck a little more extension, but also just gives a little more of that mid game presence, because now you're not just so focused on like the initial strategy of the deck. Now you can actually like play kind of more of a mid game strategy. If the card switch to rest mode is your yellow card with an energy cost of 4 or less, switch it to active mode. It gets 5k power for the turn and barrier. The blocker's 4 cost, right? Yeah, so you actually get to restand the 4 cost, give it barrier, swing with it again as a 20k, and then restand it because at the end of the turn you have a Majin Vegeta. That's really good. And this is 1 energy? Wow. And this gives you access to Release Some Evil and Prideful Transformation. This is really good. We have Bardock Crew Support. If your leader is yellow, Bardock's Crew. When this card is placed in the battle area, play up to 1 gain name for the sake of the family. From your hand and your rest mode with a marker on it. From hand is meh. You should be able to play from deck. Like this card, or the other one, I should say, sorry. At your main battle, if your leader is a yellow bar screw, you remove this card from the game, add it to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then reduce the Z Awakened skill from your Bardock Z leader by 1. So this allows you to go into the Z leader for 1. So this is cool. So they're actually making the Z leaders, and they're just kind of reducing the cost of those because they know that they kind of fucked up by printing some of the really good ones as 0 costs, and then some of them as 1 cost. So this is cool. More Bardock support if your leader is, let's see. If it's your turn, when this card switches rest mode by 1 of your skills, switch this card to active mode, play up to 1 Bardock screw with an energy cost of 1 from your drop. Pretty cool. More recursion that doesn't also negate the skills. If your leader is Bardock for 1 energy, you have 2 more energy, play this card from your hand. Activate main, choose one of your Bardock screw cards, switch to the rest mode, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and negate skills for the turn. So this is super good too. So this also allows you to just remove skills on cards, which might have some implications with skillless, but also just removing certain stats on cards. Like if this card's in rest mode, you have to like get rid of a card or something. Like this is gonna be pretty good. Tora, what's he got? Discard 1 card. Once card's played, draw 2. If your leader is a Bardock screw, you have 3 more. Your opponent has 3 more energy. You play this card in your own's drop. Put it to 1 Bardock Inherited Might from your hand against barrier until the end of your opponent's next turn, then add it to your Z energy at the end of the turn. That Inherited Will is the boss monster. I think the one that can restand a bunch. Super Saiyan Goku Tactful Combat, 4-drop, 15k deflect. If your leader is more Majin Vegeta support, okay. If your leader is basically either side, you have 2 more energy. You draw 1 when you play this card. Activate main if you have a yellow Vegeta card in your battle in play or in your Z energy, and you add this card to the Z energy. Play up to 1 Super Saiyan 2 Goku Destiny Battle from your deck, or drop and shuffle your deck. That is the Destiny Battle is the starter deck Goku, right? I think it's the one that the blocker. So that's cool. So this is yeah, this is another, it gives you another target, which is important because you only really had those 4 cards that like were good. So this allows you to have another Goku target. Then we have an 8-drop Prince of Destruction Vegeta, full control of Majin power. That art looks super cool. Servant 25k permanent. If your life is at 1 and this card is in rest mode, would be KO'd. Once per turn, you may switch this card to active mode instead. That's pretty cool. Activate main. If your leader is the Majin Vegeta leader, your opponent has 3 more energy. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's rest moded cards, KO it, then play this card from your hand. For 1. So 35k for 1. Activate battle. If this card is in a battle, draw 1. This card gains triple strike for the battle. So for 2 energy, we get a 35k that pops a card in rest mode, that also draws us a card, and then swings 35 triple strike. I mean, 2 energy, it's a lot, but I mean, 35k triple strike, it's still pretty good for 2 energy. And this art's sick. And it's a 5k, so like this, there's a lot of benefits. This basically replaces like the Majin Buu that the deck used to play, which was the 40k double striker, because now you have this guy on board, and you can restand it. I think I have to check the Z battle card, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think the Z battle card chooses a Vegeta and restands it, and I don't know if it has to be 4 costs or less. I don't know. Don't remember. All right, now we get to black. We have a Demon God Toa, Emergence of Greater Chaos. We have a Z leader for Toa, and Chaos Bringer. This is one of the first anniversary box leaders. It's getting support, good support, hopefully. All right, so Z leader could only do it on your turn. Already not liking this. Activate main for 2. Play up to 1 black Mira card, then it costs a 4 from your hand that removes this card from the game. I'm not a fan of that. I have to look at the Mira cards to see what the good 4 costs are. Place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck, draw 2. All right, cool. So we actually have some draw power. That's nice. Don't hate this. Oh, and actually, you don't have to be at 4 life or anything. So you actually can just go directly into this, which is probably what they wanted you to do in the first place. So that's really cool. Okay. We have Cumber. Oh, we have Cumber support. Oh, fantastic. All right. Manifestation Frenzies, the Z Extra. Active mana battle. If your leader is Cumber, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Reduce the Z cost of the Super Saiyan Cumber friend. Oh, sweet. So we actually can go into the Z leader for free. Oh, that's super cool. Finally. I'm going to pay 1 energy for that. I'm going to keep... I now don't have to keep 2 energy up just to be able to use Petrification and my leader effect. I can just do this, and it's activate main or battle. And it's not on your turn. Oh, that's super good. Activate main or battle if your leader is a black Cumber Z. All of your opponent's battle cards have a total of 3 or more keyword skills. You remove this card from the game, choose it to 1 Cumber card, 1 of your Cumber cards, and switch it to active mode. If all of your opponent's battle cards have a total of 3 or more. Okay, so between all of your opponent's battle cards, they have 3 or more keyword skills. Now it doesn't say different keyword skills, so it can be servant. So if you have 3 of them that have servant, you get to restand 1 of your Cumber cards, which means you also can restand your leader, I believe. Can't restand the secret rare, but you can restand like the 8-drop, and then it's triple strike, or dual attack, double strike, I guess, and then you can restand your leader, and then if you know the other Cumber cards you have in the deck. That's pretty cool. This is a really good card. Man, that's a good card. Mira is probably more Toa support. Barrier blocker. When this card's played, your opponent sends 1 card from their 1 card from their hand to the owner's drop. Jeez, I can't talk. This card gets 5k for each card in your warp till the end of your opponent's turn. Okay. All right. So this card can be really big. Oh, this card can be really, yeah, limitless power. You got it. Activate main for leader is a backside is Toa Chaos Bringer. Play this card from your hand. Okay, so it's 2 energy. Activate main for 1 if your leader's backside is Toa Chaos Bringer and you discard this card from your hand. Play up to 1 Toa with an cost of 1 from your deck. Shuffle and send the top 3 cards of your deck to the owner's warp. I think it's some 1-drops. There's not a lot of good 1-drops. Okay. The fact that you play this for 2, they warp a card from their hand, and then this card just gets super big until the end of their turn. That's really good. Mira Dark Empire Technology. You Union Absorb if your leader is Toa or an android. This works with Mira. You place 1 Toa card from your warp under this card. Play up to 1 Mira, and it costs a 7 from the top from your deck on top of this card in active mode. We have more Creator Absorb support. Fantastic. Permanent, if your leader is Demon God Toa, Emergence of Creator Destruction, reduce this cost of this card in your hand by 1. Oh, okay. So the old Toa card, sorry, the old Mira card that had a similar effect, I think it has double strike. I think that the card also becomes 4 cost in your hand if you have so many cards in your warp or something. So you can play both of these. So, and if we go back real quick, I just want to look at the Toa leader. So you can play for 2, which is definitely much better than paying 4. That's cool. Then auto, place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. When this card's played, draw 2, then choose one of your battle cards and warp it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Too bad this doesn't have deflect or barrier. That sucks. Yeah, they should have given this one barrier, considering the other one has deflect. Or whatever. We have more Cumber support and more Cumber support. That's it. So we have 2 Cumber cards. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Great Apeumber Gigantic Combatant. 30k, 8-drop. When this card attacks, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a keyword skill, ignoring barrier. Use it in the combo. Oh. Wow. If your leader is a black Cumber card, you have 3 more energy, and you remove one of your non-Great Ape Cumber cards from the battle, from the game, play this card from your hand. Alright, so you can do like the 1-drops, you can do like the 6 costs, the 7 costs, the 8. Okay, okay. So this card removing barrier is hilarious. So like all they need is barrier, technically. Because since barrier is a keyword skill, all they need is barrier, and then you can just combo it. That's funny. Activate main, place this card in the owner's drop. Play up to 1 black Fu with energy cost of 4 or 5 from your deck. Shuffle your deck, that card gains barrier to the end. Oh, that's cool too. So we can play the 4-drop that has Servant, or we can play the 5 cost that has Crit, which might be the better option in this. That card might finally be playable. Kind of. This is a good card. Yeah, this is really good. Just you need more cards to play. Unfortunately, we don't have a way of searching out the 7 and the 8 cost, which is so stupid, but it is what it is. And then a 2-cost Cumber, Becoming the Strongest. Deflect Servant, activate main. If your leader is a black Cumber card and you choose one of your Fu-Z battle cards, you place this card under it from your hand. Look at the top 7, add up to 1 Cumber card from your... Oh, we get the search Cumber card. Okay, so this card actually allows us to search the 8 cost and 7 cost. Oh, this is a 4 of. What's the first effect? You choose... That's right. So the Z battle card plays a 2-cost Cumber from underneath. Wow, that's good. So now, okay. So we don't have to run. I mean, technically, you can still run like the Z battle card Cumber. It's not amazing, but it's good into like yellow and red because most of their cards are 4 costs. You get to play it, give something Servant, swings, give something else Servant, keep them locked down, or just use them for combo power or for drawing. But also, this card can also be played under there. This card allows you to search any Cumber card, and then you can play this card out as a 25k attacker for 1, and then bottom deck it afterwards. Whoa, that's good support, man. Activate main if your leader is a black Cumber and you have 3 more energy. Play up to 1 Berserker Bro. So you get to play the 8-drop on top of this too. Oh, that's hilarious. Now, it says play on top of it, so it's not an evolve. So he's not going to have the keyword skill. So he won't have Servant. I mean, we can give it Servant with like Super Food, but this is funny. This card is incredibly good. Wow. Wow. All right. Yes, I think that was like 12 or 13 decks to technically gain support. This is really awesome. Honestly, like I know people are not playing as much Masters, but man, they have been just releasing just heat. I think every set so far, the past like 2-3 sets have been really good. This box looks to be fantastic as well. This is really good. I know they're just supporting old archetypes, but like a lot of these old archetypes now can be semi-competitive, if not competitive, depending on who's piloting the deck. So this is cool. We got some fun stuff to work with here. What did you guys think of the reveals? If you guys have already seen these, or if this is your first time seeing them, what are you excited about playing from the anniversary box? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the product. Hopefully good stuff. Hopefully good stuff. But that will do it for the video today. I know it's a little bit longer, but obviously we're going over a lot of cards. So yeah, pretty cool content. I'm gonna say this box is gonna be. This is a good box. Good box. Good job, Bandai. Good job, Bandai. And it releases the 20th of September, so we might have to buy one and open it just just for kicks. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. As always, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys do, and I'll see you guys in the next video.